Hey, what's happening, you guys? Welcome to the video. Hope you guys are doing well. So, Santa just arrived and he brought me a cool present. Look at this thing. It says Tobii Eye Tracker 5, engineered for gaming. But wait a minute. This is not a gaming channel. This is a channel that I talk about trading. So, why would Santa give me this? Why would I even ask Santa for this? I'll tell you why. Stick around for the video. Okay, so first of all, I need to say that this is not a paid promotion and I am not affiliated with this company at all. Tobii Gaming, that is. And I would like to tell you that this video is made for educational purposes only. This video will not contain any information regarding to trading methods, trading advice, or any advice to execute a trade. All right, guys, so before we start, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you enjoy this kind of content and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more cool videos. All right, let's get to it. So this thing is an eye tracker. So what it does is it tracks the movements of my eyes on the screen. There we go. So I turned it on. Now you can see my eyes are looking all over the place here. As we progress through the video, I'm going to tell you why this has helped me in my trading. So as you can see right now, I'm looking on the right side of the screen. I'm looking at NQ19R. Then I'm going over here and looking at the price, the current trades, the volume profile. You know, fundamentally, there's nothing really crazy about this. All it does is it shows where my eyes are looking on the screen. This thing is made from a company called Tobii Gaming, and I guess it was originally made for the purpose of gamers that wanted to show where their eyes were looking on the screen, mainly for competitive games like League of Legends or Rocket League. So you wouldn't think to say, well, this could be useful for trading or any other type of tasks done on the computer. First, I'm going to talk about how this thing has helped my trading, and then we'll go into a little bit of detail about the features it has, and some of them are actually really cool, so you might want to stick around for that. Let's get to it right now. So the first thing and the most important thing about this video is I want to tell you how and why this thing has helped my flow. Okay, in today's day and age, there's many different broker platforms that retail traders can use to execute trades and look at the markets. Fine. Now, the majority of retail traders, when they first get into this stuff, let's be honest, they have no idea what they're looking at first. And number two, they're looking at way too many things at once. All right, and if you want to see proof of that, go look at the other video I made called Evolution of a Trading Layout, and you'll see how when I started trading, I was looking at so many different things, and now I'm looking at way less things, but I would still argue that I'm looking at too many things, and the goal is still to narrow that down as much as possible and maintain as much focus as possible. Focus, that's the key word. And if there's anything that this Tobii Eye Tracker has helped me with, it is my ability to keep my eyes in one place for a longer period than a few seconds at a time. I don't know if this applies to everybody, but when you've got a whole bunch of different things and charts and numbers on your screen, your eyes are looking all over the place half the time. You're looking at there, then you're looking at that chart. What's Apple doing? What's Facebook doing? What's crude oil doing? What are the treasuries doing? What's this and that? And sooner or later, you put on a trade, and then you're distracted, and then you lose money, then you blow your account, and then you're working at McDonald's. So, if you don't want to work at McDonald's, leave a like on the video right now. Okay, so the first thing is, this eye tracker has made me much more aware of how erratic my eye movements are when I'm looking at the markets. All of this is from my perspective. And again, this is not any advice that you should do any of this stuff. When I trade, my eyes generally look here. And what I'm looking at is essentially the current price, the best bid, the best offer, and the trades that are occurring at these prices. Now, what I've noticed is that as soon as I got the eye tracker, I became much more aware that my eyes were doing this half the time. I was looking there, I was looking there, then I was looking at the other screen, I was looking up there, then I was looking down there, and then I missed a trade. Done. Probably it's done a good job to improve my overall focus and keep my eyes in the same place for longer than 5 seconds. Now, that being said, when I'm working, I don't keep the thing on all the time because it does get a little bit annoying to see that bubble on the screen. So there's a couple of things that I will do to stop that. So the first thing is I'll take it off completely. The second thing I can do is actually alter the size of the bubble using this app made by Tobii Gaming. And I can increase the size of it because I find if it's too small, then you can't be as precise. But the thing is, when I'm looking at my terminal like this, my eyes are generally here. Basically, I'm looking at the current price, best bid, best offer, and the current trades that are occurring right now. I've enlarged the bubble at that point to be able to encompass the majority of that information. So I think that that kind of meets the flow a little bit better. And you can see that my eyes are glancing over to the right side of the screen. They tend to do that a lot. I definitely don't think anything negative has come out of it. I just think that it has improved my ability to focus because I can now see where my eyes are looking on the screen. So Santa didn't bring it to me today, unfortunately. He brought it to me a month ago. I was on his priority list. So from the point of view of a teacher, if you are trying to show somebody something on the screen, or if you are reading something on the screen to potentially a student or over a conference call, I honestly think that the eye tracker is an interesting way to make it more engaging for the viewer. So to demonstrate this for you guys, I'm going to use the eye tracker to review a trade that I took yesterday, December 22nd, 2020. So just to clear it up for you, in case you have no idea what you're looking at, this black column right here, this is the price of the NASDAQ futures market, all right? And this right here is the price of the NASDAQ futures market, but on the micro contract, which is 10 times smaller than this contract. The reason I have this here is because I am executing a trade on this contract right here, not on the large one. In reality, all you really need to know is that that column represents the price, and these things represent the trades that are hitting the market. Trades that are hitting the market also appear in these two columns here. On the right side, we do in fact have a range chart, so you can see the context of the last few moves of price action. I'm going to review a trade for you right now. So the market sold off quite a bit. You can see that the market is selling off to about 695. Now watch how it reacts right around here to 693.50, and you can see there's some size trading into 693. Now we trade a little lower. Now watch very closely. Did you see how the market shot down to this price and then immediately traded back higher? All right, that is something notable. Now, what happens in the next few minutes is very important, and I will point this out to you right now. So I'm going to shift you over to my other screen. This right here is a footprint chart. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you very briefly the context going on here. So we just saw the market trade down to about 689, and now we are watching the trading occur within this price range. Now, generally, what this is categorized as is two-way trade, because we saw the market sell off, then we rallied back through it, and now we're catching a few more sellers near the top part of this range around 700. So this is categorized as two-way trade, an area where the buyers and sellers are generally balanced. So what you can see on the chart here is that there is some volume being built at these prices. Now, when volume is occurring at a price, it essentially means that the market views this price as fair value. The market's trading here a lot, and it's not going back to trade down where this tail was. So that indicates to me that this little tail is what traders would call a stop run. So at this point, I decide to put in a bid at 691. You can see that I have a bid there. I am waiting patiently for a fill. The reason I put a bid at that price is not relevant to this video. However, all you need to know is that my bid is at that price. The market current price is 696 even. So now let's take a look at what the market does, and we are going to watch the price as it moves. So we're trading 693, 694s, and we're kind of inching our way around this range. 93s. Now keep an eye on that. We traded a lot of contracts at 94s, and now we're trading back to 93s. Keep an eye on this. And again, we're just trading within this range that I categorized as a price that the market was building volume. So again, nothing notable is happening. Now we see a few sell orders come in. Nothing notable is happening. Then we start to move, and the order gets filled. Did you guys see that? All right. So we saw some sellers come into the market, and my order was filled at 691 even. Now, about 1 second later, the price is already at 93.50. And you can see that right there. So on the left side, that is essentially my profit or loss in the trade. All right, so let's continue to watch what the market does. I'm going to keep my eyes on the price. So we're trading 96s, 93s. Here we go. And the market is finding buyers. So we trade up to 98.50, and I'm immediately quick to put in a stop close to my break-even price, because after being in profit that quickly, I am not ready to lose money. So I've put in a stop pretty quickly. The market trades back down and finds some more buyers. And you can see that I have a sell limit up at 702 quarter, and it quickly gets filled. So that is an example of a stress-free trade. Let's move on. All right, guys, before we end the video, I just wanted to take a look at some of the features that this eye tracker offers. I thought some of them were pretty intuitive. So the first thing is the power optimization settings. So they have this dim screen feature that you can choose to dim your screen when you're not in front of it. Unfortunately, my screen doesn't support that for some reason, but I do think that that's a pretty cool thing. So if you go away from the screen, it says you can set the time before it dims. So if you're not at the screen for 5 seconds, it's going to dim the screen. You can choose to keep your computer awake while you're in front of it. This stay awake feature I found to be quite useful because you can set your screensaver to a shorter interval. For example, like let's say I set my screensaver to 60 seconds. If I go away from the computer, 60 seconds after, the screensaver will come on. However, if the eye tracker is on and I'm in front of the screensaver will not go on. So that's an interesting feature. Let's move on. The next feature I thought was pretty cool was the Windows navigation features, which is essentially when you use Alt-Tab to switch applications, you can use the eye tracker to switch around. So for example, if I want to Alt-Tab to something, I'm just looking at these things right now. All right, so if I want to go to my Spotify, there we go. I opened it up on the other screen. I can use my eyes to Alt-Tab between stuff. So I think that's a pretty cool feature. You can also use it for the snap assist. I haven't tried this one that much. Actually, one of the coolest features they got is this one, making the mouse pointer appear where you're focusing. And basically what's going to happen is the pointer is going to appear wherever I look on the screen. So I'll turn on the eye tracker just to show you that. So I'll look up to the top right, and there we go. There's my cursor. I'll look down there. There's my cursor. And all I need to do is slightly move the mouse. In that case, I have it set to that. Or you can also set it to press a button and that'll move the mouse to where I'm currently looking. I haven't really found a huge use for this just yet. I do feel like this could be quite useful for gamers potentially. All right, guys, so to sum it up, I do think that this eye tracker has greatly improved my awareness of how much my eyes are actually moving when I'm looking at the screen and how much I'm actually not focusing in enough on the things that I should be focusing on. And again, this is highly subjective. What I focus on and what you focus on is probably two different things. So this is not any advice to say you should focus on this or that. I actually just wanted to make the video showing you guys how the Tobii Eye Tracker has positively impacted my ability to focus on keeping my eyes in the same place. All right, guys, so if you enjoyed the video, good on you, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. All the best. Bye.